So now that you guys know how to use databases and ebooks, we're going to move on to regular websites, which I'm sure you guys know how to use and access, but I'm going to show you how to properly cite a database. So we're going to start by going to the LMC webpage on the Daniel Hand site, and I will do that by clicking on the link on the left hand side. And I'm going to show you some websites that we have pre-selected for you that you can look at to do research on your energy. And to access those websites, you go to Classes on the left hand side, and you're going to scroll down to where it says Science, and you're going to look for Mr. Mesick and Mr. Docker Alternative Energy. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to bring me to a list of websites that are to be used for your research project. And there are websites for every type of energy that has been assigned. So it starts with alternative, and as you scroll down it gets more specific. Solar, nuclear, hydroelectric, wind, geothermal, and so on. If you scroll back up, there's a link that is required to use, and that is the top link on the page. So I'm going to click on that link, and it's www.darville.clara.net, and this is known as the Andy Darville site. So once I click on the page, I see a few things going on. World energy production on the right, what I need to know, and on the left, different types of energy. So this website doesn't have all the energies that Mr. Mesick or Mr. Docker gave you, but it has most of them. I'm going to focus on solar power. So if I click on solar power on the left hand side, it'll bring me to a page that focuses on solar power. And on top it says introduction, how it works, more, advantages, disadvantages, is it renewable. So some of this stuff will be very helpful because some of your target questions ask how it works. So if I click on how it works, it brings me down to the section of the page that explains how it works. And I can pull some information from there and use it to answer my target question. I can also go back up. I have advantages. I click on that. It'll bring me to advantages, and right underneath is disadvantages. So I get the information from that. I put it into my paper or into my my notes, and I have to cite where I got the information from. So to do that, the easiest way is to go to EasyBib, and once EasyBib loads, website is automatically selected as the first thing to cite. So I also have books I can cite, newspapers, journals, databases, and all 59 options, which means there's things in there like podcasts, interviews, etc. If I look into the search box, it says cite a website by entering its URL or by searching for it. I'm going to go back to my Andy Darville site, the page where I got the information from, not the home page. And I'm going to copy the URL. I'm going to go back to EasyBib. I'm going to paste the URL. And then I'm going to hit cite this. Alright, so if I look at this page, it says please confirm or modify the information below. We get our data from outside sources, so please double check. So a lot of these things need to be fixed, and EasyBib is telling you that. So we'll start with the article title, and then we'll go box by box and see what else we can fix or leave alone. So the article title, it says energy resources, solar power. If I go back to the website, scroll to the top, it does say energy resources, solar power. But I know already that the website title is energy resources. So I am just going to get rid of energy resources and leave solar power. Because if you look further down, it says solar power, energy from the sun. So that is the true title. Energy resources is just a misprint on the part of EasyBib. So I'm going to go back to the article title and fix that. Next box asks who the contributors are. So if I go and look at this page, I scroll down, there might be someone on the bottom, and there isn't. If I go to the top, it might say, it might give some credit to somebody, but it doesn't. So I go to the home page and look there. And if I scroll down, it does say created by Andy Darville. So he is the main contributor of this website. He's the creator. And by the looks of it, he's the only contributor. So I will go back to EasyBib and type his name in. Alright, you're not always going to find the contributors. Sometimes websites don't have contributors or listed authors, so you might have to leave that blank once in a while. Website title, energy resources, solar power. So it tried to add the same thing as the article title into the website title box. We have to fix that. We know already the website title is energy resources by looking at the home page. So I would just leave it as energy resources. Publisher sponsor. If I look on this page, there is no publisher sponsor. Usually, if there is a publisher or a sponsor, you'll see a copyright symbol on the bottom somewhere giving publication rights to that company that owns the website. If you look at ESPN or CNN or any major network website, you'll see that on their websites, or any other type of popular website, you might see copyright symbols, and that is who the publisher or sponsor is. But this one doesn't have any of that, so I'm going to go back to EasyBib, leave that blank. Electronically published. So we'll look back at the web page and go back to the website that we got the information from. Not the home page, because we didn't get any information from the home page for our paper. We just got the stuff for the works cited page. But for my actual paper, I got the information from solar power. So if I go back to the solar power page and I scroll down, on the left hand side it says May 10th, 2012. So that's the date it was updated, which also could stand in for a publication date. So I will put May 12th. When I have all that, I'm going to hit create citation, and it will be in my EasyBib account. I could also copy and paste this citation into my Word document if I'm using that and not EasyBib. Otherwise, when I'm all set and I have all my other citations from my databases and ebooks, I'll hit export or print. Some of the information we found for this works cited is going to be found on different websites as well, but every website has different locations for this information. So some websites might have the author right on the top of the website, some might have it on the bottom. Same thing goes for the publication date and publisher. So keep that in mind when you are citing a website.